Did you know the Earth revolves around the sun? So there's constantly like a morning period, right, across the Earth? Which means there's morning wood all the way across the Earth, like a constant, like, morning wood wave.
It's true.
Isn't that terrifying?
You know, I have an erection 24/7.
Do you tape it to your leg?
Yeah.
Either that or you have a really small penis, because I've never fucking seen it.
I do.
I pride myself on my acorn of a penis. Welcome back to fucking whatever the hell this is.
Not a grower or a shower.
I'm nothing, baby. I'm a bush.
I'm just a sad man.
I'm the man you have to reach down into to get the penis out. You have to do that with fatter guys. Just saying, ladies. Anyway, this way. There's a solution here you're not seeing. Oh my god, I was totally kidding. Is there actually something? Oh, this is probably a cranky area.
That, yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I just saw it and thought, yeah, that's probably it. Welcome back. We went back through a level. Nathan went back through a level and found the secret portal, so we just didn't show that because it was the same level, and Nathan had spent so much time on that level that I didn't think anybody would want to fucking see it again, so. Balloon! Do we even need that?
Never hurts. We also have to go to the level after this and get yet another one.
Well, that's fine. Did he ground pound while he was hanging with both his hands?
He did. He's got feet hands. He's a big monkey.
At what point does you're missing a letter. It's down there.
That's a coin.
No, it's not. That was a letter.
How do I kill this bee? Okay. No, that's
it's a coin. I stand retarded. That's the worst thing to say.
Retarded.
Sorry. I didn't know what else to say.
Actually, I think that was a slam dunk. To be honest.
Oh man, that's funny. Your reaction to that, your really delayed reaction.
Ah! Ah!
God damn, Nathan.
I got it.
Are these stuck to honey or what the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's honey.
Okay, it doesn't look like it. You have to really think about what it is. I like the music on this level.
The music in this game is very good.
No, not really. I like this one though.
Okay.
Just kidding. It hasn't been bad. The only memorable video game music I really have like instilled in my brain is from the original Spyros.
There's so many for me.
I bet I could. Those are the ones that I could like tell you like what world they are, you know, which game they're from. But I could like what the Sonic one that's really the grassy run or whatever it is, the first level.
Yeah.
I know that song, you know, like I had known a lot of like those ones, but I couldn't tell you the names or the levels. But I could probably tell you what game they're from.
I could tell you like every level of Banjo-Kazooie and like Majora's Mask.
I have yet to play Majora's Mask. I was not an early Zelda person.
Hands down my favorite Zelda game.
Not Twilight Princess? I heard that one was the best.
A lot of people don't like that game. I really like it.
It seems like it's a really weird mixed bag.
It's divisive. It's probably my fourth favorite, actually.
Well,
I like it more than Breath of the Wild.
I've had some people tell me that Twilight Princess is their favorite, but they hate Ocarina of Time. And then I've heard like people say the exact opposite of that, and they hate Twilight Princess.
That is confusing, because I feel like if you like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, you'll like Twilight Princess, because they're very similar in a lot of ways.
I think they all look similar, but, you know, again, I did not play
Story-wise, they're kind of similar, too.
Well, it's always similar. Zelda's in a pickle. Link needs to go get her out of said pickle.
But, like, they feature Ganondorf instead of Ganon, which is fairly uncommon.
I mean, what's the difference?
Ganon is a big pig, and Ganondorf is a man.
Oh, I thought they were derived from the same thing.
They're the same, like, spirit or whatever, but Ganon is the big pig version of Ganon.
So the one in Breath of the Wild was Ganon, then?
Yes.
Ah.
And I believe in Breath of the Wild 2, Ganondorf is going to be in it as like a weird mummy. Which is that's the impression I got from the trailer.
I didn't even realize that. I haven't even seen this.
What? Okay.
You're heavy, Nathan.
That.
You're heavy, and the bee can't hold you up. I didn't realize that they were one and the same. I just thought that Ganondorf sometimes had a pig form that he would go into or something.
He
But
can.
I guess I stand retarded
on
again.
The games, but you better get that horse ass.
Yeah, the inward pass is the most.
But
important.
like, usually usually you get one or the other. Or like in Twilight Princess, I guess, and Ocarina of Time, he did transform into a pig version. But then he stops being Ganondorf, and it's like his big demon form is a big pig.
Didn't it happen in Breath of the Wild though?
In Breath of the Wild, Ganondorf wasn't in it at all. It was just a big pig.
No, but the thing you have to fight in the tower, it was like a humanoid monster thing.
It was it wasn't like a human. It was like a weird.
It was like an
Amish
eldritch
man.
horror kind of a
It
thing.
was like a guy with an Amish beard.
You killed us.
I did.
With your big fucking ape hands, you've murdered us. I'm gonna take a sip of soda and blame you.
It's my fault.
How's it feel being judged? How's it feel being judged by a woman sipping tea in your corner?
It makes me cry.
Oh, I didn't even see that cannon. Alright, I'm back on board. These the fucked up cuckoo clocks of this world? What the fuck is going on?
They're beehives.
No, they're wicker fucking baskets, dude.
They're bee houses.
That's a wicker basket.
Yeah, but it's made for bees to live.
That's a wicker basket that the fucking elves that make the cookies live in, dude. You know I'm right.
Well, it's
Don't even try to
also
fight it.
got a hobbit door.
Are you saying shirelings live there?
Yeah.
Don't you love how they call them shirelings and not halflings? Because apparently that's offensive.
Is it? To who?
I thought that
Hobbits?
hobbits hated being called halfling.
Maybe they did. I don't remember. It's been a little while since I've read Lord of the Rings.
It's been a little while since I've watched those movies. I've never read the books. I'm currently into Game of Thrones. I'm watching that one.
You know what?
Yeah?
I never cared for it that much. The books were okay.
You really tried to get away from that, didn't you?
I did. I failed.
Ooh, sludgy. Yeah, sludgy. Oh, it just sits there.
No.
If you think about it, that bee house was really, really rich for like 2 seconds.
It was.
Because that's liquid gold, baby. That's what the people who made mead called it. You ever had mead?
I haven't. I don't drink really. Have you?
My dad had it one time and I really want to try it, but he wouldn't give it over, so it must be good.
I think it's very sweet.
It has to be. It's derived from honey.
And
I
fruit.
can't remember how mead is made. I think they literally just let honey age.
I think there's a lot of fruit in it as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. I know jack shit about the world I live in. I prefer to live in the virtual worlds,
Alcohol.
where everything makes sense, and I don't want to kill myself constantly. Other than Nathan. Nathan wants to kill himself constantly when he's playing games.
That just translates from my.
You fucking cunt! You actual fucking
I
bastard!
forgot that you weren't on my back.
You motherfucking titty sucking 2-ball bitch! Are you kidding me? I went back because I knew it was a heart and everything, and you still took it from me. Don't you fucking yeehaw!
Look,
Fucking
we got it back. It's fine.
Yeah, now that it benefits you, you'll help me. Now that I'm on your fucking stupid ass sweaty back. Feel bad for Yoda when he had to be on Luke's back. Are we going for another secret portal?
We sure are.
Okay, you completely missed that letter back there. That's the only reason why I asked. Where's this one at?
It's like right at the end, which is annoying.
I am scared for us. I am literally scared for us.
Don't be. I know what I'm doing.
Nathan, if I recall correctly, the entire last episode you were sucking.
Only at the
It
beginning.
sounded like
I
a
got
grapefruit over there, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, it's grapefruiting my man.
If you guys haven't seen that video, please, I implore you. It is basically a piece of internet history now.
It's,
Which makes it all the more terrifying. Because I know women have tried it. Now, I'm all for the message she's trying to give, where she's... Literally, her entire message is, just give your man a blowjob before he goes to work. He'll be happy as shit. But I don't agree with put a grapefruit on his penis.
But, hey, don't knock it till you try it, Hobbs.
I guess you got me there, but I've knocked and not tried several things in my life. For example, homosexuality. Never tried it. Don't think I like it.
I feel like it's a different argument.
Don't think it's for me. You just love killing me, don't you?
I'm having a bad time. Okay, here we go.
I'm having a bad time. I'm like straight up not having a good time, bro. Man, you were fucking speedrunning this level now.
I'm trying to get through this shit so I can get to the secret level.
The only thing that matters to Nathan is the secret level. Everything else is secondary.
It's in one of these grape juice pools.
That's what this is. Grape juice. You're totally right. Why did I think it was just purple tinted water? I didn't even think about that.
The whole level's fruit.
No, I know. Your environmental storytelling is on point. You are totally correct, but I didn't even care to think about why the fucking water was purple.
I don't know. I don't think it was in this pool of grape juice.
Oh, maybe. Yep. No. Fuck you, Sharky Poo. You know you're more likely to get stabbed by a cow than eaten by a shark.
Okay, for a minute I thought like you meant like literally stabbed like a knife, like a cow's gonna pull a knife.
No, yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't know that I believe that. I was thinking, well, I guess if it like gores you with its horns, I could see that perhaps. But
No, that's a bull, dude, not a cow.
okay, it's all bovine.
What's a bovine?
A cow.
No, it's not. A cow is called a cow.
Ever
Or a
look
bull.
up- Ever look up the Latin name for pig?
What's that?
Don't. Just,
What is it?
yeah,
You're gonna make me look it up, aren't you?
don't do it.
I got my phone right here.
Worst mistake of your life if you do that. Oh,
Hold on. Hold on.
Don't do it.
Why? Hang on.
I'm just
Hang
warning
on.
you. I told you. I warned you not to. But you didn't listen.
Ixnay?
No, that's not it.
Okay. That's why I was looking at you weird, because I was like, that doesn't sound like anything. Oh no, that's worse! Oh fuck!
I told you.
Oh god. Yeah, don't look up the name. Don't look up the Latin name for pig. Oh shit. Oh no. That's terrifying. I like how right underneath it I got the pug.
Pug.
Canis lupus familiaris. Sounds like we're casting a spell.
Expelliarmus.
Expel on my arm, miss.
What's your opinion of Harry Potter?
My opinion of Harry Potter is unchanged from the last time you told me that you hated Harry Potter.
What was it then?
Me and you sat down and had a really long conversation about how much you fucking hate Harry Potter.
I feel like...
And I was just kind of sitting there like, okay.
So I'm guessing then that you like Harry Potter?
I don't know if I like it, but Audie loves it, so I've seen a lot of it.
I just feel like you are morally a bad person if you think it's better than Lord of the Rings.
Why morally?
I just think that you are...
I just think you should never pay your taxes if you think...
I think nobody should pay their taxes.
Oh shit.
Taxes are...
Even Harry Potter lovers?
Even... I think they should just face a firing squad, to be honest.
Oh my god. It's funny that the Harry Potter people have a worse death for you than the fur babies.
Diaper fur.
Oh, whatever. Fucking you know what I mean.
Call them by their preferred name. No, I don't care if people like Harry Potter unless they genuinely believe that Harry Potter is better than Lord of the Rings. And then it's like, well, you're wrong. You should feel bad.
What makes Lord of the Rings better than Harry Potter, Nathan? In your pure opinion, in your pure unadulterated opinion, where everyone will back you.
Everything about it. What do you even mean?
But magical trees are in both. Isn't that like the whole point?
Magical trees are cool. Trees are cool in general. Okay.
So is falling to your death.
I agree.
That's why several people did it on that one day on Wall Street. Something about a depression.
I thought that was going in a very different direction.
What did you think I meant?
I guess, I don't know, I don't think it was on Wall Street, but I associate people falling to their death in New York City with
The fires?
a very different event.
Oh, you mean 9/11.
Woof! That's dark. Alright.
This is the darkest timeline, Nathan, when I make 9/11 jokes. No, dumbass. I was talking about all the rich people who lost all their money on the Great Depression. Oh my god, yeah. I'd openly and confidently make a joke about people, victims of 9/11 jumping to their death.
I was a little,
my god.
like, shell-shocked about it, to be honest.
I was gonna say, you know damn well I probably wouldn't have done that shit. Oh my god. Could you imagine if that was? That'd be the funniest joke I've ever told, and then I get shot.
Like, wow. That's
Like, that guy obviously has nothing to lose. Let's kill him.
That's some heavy stuff there.
I like how the fruits are in the background, but you can clearly tell that the Crusher is on the track that you're on.
Yeah, I find that... I guess you can also see that it's also in the background.
It's really not, though. Oh, yeah, it is.
See that it kind
It is. It's like double. I just noticed it. I didn't really look at it, though, so it doesn't count.
There's clearly something up here.
There's nothing. Nothing that you care about because it's a barrel one again.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I literally just said that, and you're like, nah, dude.
I didn't say it. I mean, I saw the barrel. I was hoping it was the other barrel one that I hate marginally less than this one.
I mean, you're fucking killing this one pretty well. They just gotta not kill us. There you go. God damn. I need more information on why you think that Lord of the Rings is better than Harry Potter in all manners of being.
It's just better. It's better written. The author is less of a really obnoxious person.
You don't think he was gonna come in, like, rise from the grave just to, like, say, like, oh yeah, one of the Shirelings was supposed to be black. Did you see what she did about that?
Yeah. And it was like, doesn't the book literally contradict what she said?
Yeah, she said Hermione was supposed to be black all along and shit like that, and then, like, the book never described her as black whatsoever.
It says that she's, like, pale.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she's pretty pale for a black girl, I guess.
Light
Why did
skin.
that rabbit not die? What did you just say?
I said a light-skinned brother.
Oh no. I don't know, it's just fucking stupid why she would even do that shit.
It's weird because, like, she shot herself on the foot in, like, every capacity.
Yeah.
Because, like, she's like, well, trans people aren't really women, and now everybody's mad at her for that. And then at the same
When did she say that?
That's like her big stance recently. Is like she's what they call a TERF.
What the fuck is a
A
TERF?
trans-exclusive radical feminist.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means that she is a feminist, but she doesn't believe that trans women are women, so she doesn't include them in her feminist views.
But trans women are women, so wouldn't they fall under your views? And wouldn't they be
Well,
like your hardest fighters?
That's what makes you a TERF, is that you don't believe that they're women.
Why do there have to be so many different fucking terms for all
I
this
don't
shit?
know. All this shit is just obnoxious.
It feels like the downfall of our country.
How about you just mind your own business and who gives a shit what
I'm
you
about
do?
to subscribe to that fucking belief. I don't fucking care what you do.
I
Just leave it
firmly
away.
believe that I want to know as little about anybody as possible, and I don't care what they do because as if I don't know, I don't care.
Unless they're committing war crimes, I really wouldn't care
I
what
don't
they
even
do.
care about that as long as it's not affecting me personally. commit war crimes against other people. They shouldn't be different than me. Their problem.
Nathan's the kind of guy in Conan Exiles that will genocide a tribe just because they speak a different language. God. I love that you've built your character around just such radical fucking stances. Like women don't exist and fucking...
I like to keep people guessing about how much of what I say is actually I believe.
That should have crushed your hands, you know it. What do you even believe, Nathan?
I believe that
Good thing we just got that checkpoint right
Dan
there.
Aykroyd
Measure your next words very carefully, Nathan.
is nuts.
Would it behoove you to know that I don't know who the fuck Dan Aykroyd is?
Yes, you do.
Tell
You just
me.
don't know you do.
Tell me.
He's Ray Stantz in Ghostbusters.
I do know who Dan Aykroyd is! Oh my god, I love that guy!
Yeah, everybody does. But
I just watched
crazy.
Ghostbusters Afterlife, actually, last
That
week.
movie was dog shit.
No! It was good! Fuck you! That was good. I don't care what you say. I can't no. I can't agree with you here, man.
We can have an in-depth discussion on exactly why that movie was dog shit.
Hit me. Tell me exactly why that movie was dog shit.
Because it spit in the face of the original spirit of the Ghostbusters movie.
And how did it do that, pray tell?
Because the Ghostbusters is an irreverent comedy and is not should not be looked upon in that weird BS 80s nostalgia light.
But it didn't.
It did.
How?
There was the whole movie. What do you mean now?
I'm confused as to how it was an 80s movie.
It was like a. You know how
They literally said the original timeline's in the 80s, and then they said
No. I'm saying it's a part of this movement right now that reveres the 80s.
Because the 80s were literally the best fucking time in America.
If you want to say that, so that's fine. But that's not the Ghostbusters. Was I feel like that's just completely the wrong idea for the Ghostbusters, because the Ghostbusters was
I don't think you're supposed to use that barrel.
I think you are actually.
I don't think it gives you nearly any time.
Okay, very cool.
Okay, other than the 80s nostalgia package, how is that the worst movie ever?
I didn't say it's the worst movie. I said it wasn't good.
I loved it. It made me cry almost. The ending's very touching.
You got scammed.
What do you mean?
You got conned.
No, think about how that actor died, you fucking heartless bastard.
Okay, that's another point I want to make. I firmly believe that
Stops playing video game.
this is a passionate thing for me. I firmly believe that bringing an actor back in CG is one of the most immoral things you can do in a movie.
No, okay, here's why I agree to a degree, because in that movie, that CG character never spoke. If you try to make them speak, I think that's where it is, but since he just came back the way he was...
I don't think that Harold Ramis would have wanted that, because I don't think that he would have appreciated that movie. Harold Ramis...
It was literally about his character's legacy.
But Harold Ramis is a genius, okay? And every
Yes.
movie Harold Ramis made, including the Ghostbusters, irreverence is
I thought Dan Aykroyd wrote that.
they wrote it together.
Oh, okay.
But every movie that he wrote, like Animal
You're just a
House.
hardcore fucking Groundhog Day fan.
Animal House is about how shitty the 60s were.
Fair.
Ghostbusters is a movie about greedy people starting a business that circumstantially save the world. They're businessmen first, not heroes. That's their whole character.
And they didn't believe in ghosts really to begin with, did they?
They did, but it was the whole thing was basically just Venkman wanting to get rich, and
That's Bill Murray's character, right?
Yeah, that was the driving force behind the entire plot, basically. So then to take, like, that idea that he was so known for, and, like, that, like, it was his popular way of making movies and things, and then, like, go in the complete opposite way of, like...
Family.
Making it seem like they were these great, noble characters. Because they really, like...
Well, the kids didn't even know who the Ghostbusters were, so they obviously weren't what you're saying they were.
But I'm not talking about, like, in the logic of the film. I'm talking about the film in general. You know what I mean?
No, you kind of lost me with that last statement, to be honest.
Like, I'm not saying that in the logic of the movie, like, the self-contained story, that's what they were doing, but, like, the entire movie was like, oh, remember how great the Ghostbusters were. And it's like, that's not really what the movie was about.
No, the movie wasn't about that, and really, realistically, the only character that does that is Paul Rudd's character.
But the whole movie does that, though.
Not
That's
really.
like the whole film.
If you're, I mean, yeah, she finds, like, the tools they used and stuff, but he would have had those anyway because they literally say something about that in the plot, why they're all there.
I don't know how...
I think it was well written where it didn't have any plot holes.
It did. It's not so much that the movie itself was bad, it's that the message of the movie was bad. And I don't agree with it. And I feel like the people who made it don't really understand the Ghostbusters.
Original message.
Yeah, like the Ghostbusters were assholes. Like every single one of them was a dickhead in the original movie.
Well, yeah, they were all men, and they were all like older men. So,
like, remember when Egon like stole that little kid's puppy in the second movie for an experiment? Like, that's not a very cool thing to do.
I don't remember that actually.
Like,
I think it was a nice movie. I'm not gonna defend it and say it was a masterpiece or anything, but I thought it was. It made me tear up a little bit at the end.
I
think it was just the way they interposed how everything was happening.
I just really hate it when you bring a dead actor back with CGI. Really.
Yeah, I know, but then, you know, I know how that guy died, and I know a lot of people who have died like that guy died, so I don't know. Maybe that was probably what it was for me, having that real life experience with that disease and everything. And then, you know, seeing him again, like, what I would consider in what he could have, you know, been had he lived long enough, and I don't know. Maybe that was what it was for me. Maybe it wasn't more about the movie or anything. You are fucking stupid, bud.
No, we're fine. Look.
But I don't know. I don't really have strong opinions on it, obviously, but at the same time, it sounds like you hated it.
I did. I did not, however, hate it as much as the 2016 movie.
No, that was a different kind of hate. I'll fully agree with you there. That was the death of the Ghostbusters as a concept.
I think...
Let's make them women! Okay, but why? Nope, we're women now.
Ghostbusters was exactly... I just wish they would stop this 80s nostalgia crap. It's so tired.
Well, I think it's more about, like, you know, everyone who is from the 80s now is, like, a grandparent or, you know, for lesser extent, a parent. So now they want to, like, share what they had with their kid.
But, like, nobody else
Or
does
the directors
that
of said time right now grew up on their parents' stories of, wow, this was so great, this defined, you know, like, my childhood, such and such, or maybe they are just all greedy, money, rich fucking assholes.
That's what that's it. It's cynical. It's
probably,
incredibly cynical.
Probably the number one thing, but, you know, there also could be much love for that. Because, I don't know, have you seen Stranger Things? Because that doesn't...
Yes.
That's like an 80s nostalgia thing, too, but that doesn't feel like that.
That was like the beginning of it, though, and then that got popular. Everyone was like, "Hey, we can make a load of money if we cynically exploit people's nostalgia." But like, was the Ghostbusters not okay the way it was? Could it not just be left alone?
I think they just wanted to extend upon it, and that's why I like it. I like it as a continuation.
No, make no mistake. They wanted to make money. They wanted to make a lot of money.
Everything wants to make money, Nathan.
And that is the logic behind that film. And I don't think there's any really like, oh, let's continue the because the Ghostbusters doesn't need to be continued. The story ended.
This is a weird hill to die on, Nathan.
The story was over.
Yeah, but if you think about it, the story wasn't really over because all they did was bring that bitch back to where she was. You don't want to. You don't want to play the.
We have to do the secret level. This is the secret level.
Oh, the star is the boss. God damn it!
Yeah. I mean, but like, I don't know. I feel like it just. There was already a Ghostbusters 3 that was a masterpiece.
They had 3 movies?
No, they had a video game that was a masterpiece.
I have never played it.
We need to play. I have it on my Switch. We need to play it on this channel.
Oh, it's on Switch?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, go home and get your Switch. We'll play it right now.
I can go get it.
Fuck Donkey Kong. Let's go play Ghostbusters so you can have more
But,
fucking raunchy opinions about Ghostbusters.
But I'm very because I love the Ghostbusters, and I'm very passionate about Harold Ramis's movies. I think he is a phenomenal. I think
what happened to him was a tragedy.
I think the genre of comedy films died with Harold Ramis. I really do. I don't.
That's
think
a
there
weird thing to say.
Ever be one as good as they were when Harold Ramis was writing movies.
I thought it was always terrible that Bill Murray and him had such a fallout in Groundhog Day, and then they had to make up on his deathbed.
Yeah,
I find that really fucking terrible. Because Groundhog Day, I think, was the last thing they worked together on, right?
Well, Bill Murray wanted it to be a very serious movie, and Harold Ramis wanted it to be. That's a shit.
Okay, that was okay. Okay, if you don't have the timing on that, you're done.
Yeah, that's rough.
You have to have like pre-extensive knowledge on.
I think
the
Bill
timing
Murray is secretly kind of an asshole, to be honest.
Oh no, I definitely think he's at least hit that stride now. Because every movie he appears in now, he feels like an asshole.
I think he always has been. I really like him in Wes Anderson films. I don't know if you even know. But no, yeah.
Just give me a title. I'm not very good with names.
I made you watch
Secret Life Aquatic or
Life
whatever.
Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
Yes,
one of my favorite
but I wasn't a
movies of all
huge
time.
fan of that movie. I did like that Willem Dafoe was in it.
Because
that man could do no wrong.
You know what? I would encourage you to watch that movie again on your own, because I had a very similar... Like, my first viewing of the movie, I was like, wow, I don't like this. And then I watched it again, and every time I watch it, I like it more.
I really have no opinion of the guy that they're, like, telling the story of, though.
Steve?
Yeah. I guess.
Well, he was like just an asshole.
I don't know, he gives me strong Steve Irwin vibes, but I know he's like the guy who...
But he was like a cynical and like cash grabby and like gross.
Submarine Time.
Oh, I really like that movie.
You know, when a pregnant woman enters a body of water, Submarine Time. Anyway.
But anyway, yes, the Ghostbusters video game, the entire original cast returns to voice act it. It was written by Harold Ramis
Even
and
Hal?
Dan Aykroyd.
Even Hal?
Hal? Which one's Hal?
You just...
Who's Hal?
The smart fuck!
Oh, Egon? Harold Ramis?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I meant to say Harold, I kept saying Hal.
I was like,
I should have just added 3,000 at the end of it because I'm that fucking stupid.
Who's Hal? But no, yeah, he wrote it, and...
Nathan, please!
This is hard. Give me a break. He wrote him and, Dan Aykroyd wrote it. Dan Aykroyd, I think Harold Ramis...
Wait, they wrote the video game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it more nostalgia bullshit, though?
No, it's basically...
Or is it like a Luigi's Mansion?
It's literally just what the third movie, like, should have been. It's not... It's...
Oh, so it's a continuation.
It came out way before the nostalgia bullshit craze hit. Like, I think it came out in like 2005 or 2006 or something like that. But they remastered it for the Switch. And it really does. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, really.
I don't know. I liked Afterlife, okay? I enjoyed it. I don't care if you hate me for that.
No, I don't hate you for it. I disagree. And it's not necessarily because the movie was poorly made. Although I do think the characters that were not Ghostbusters were incredibly weak. And like didn't have anything to do.
Well, I felt like the mom and the teacher character...
Like what was the purpose of...
You fucked it.
really obnoxious. What was the purpose of Stranger Things Kid? He had nothing to do the whole
Finn
movie.
Wolfhard, I think, was just... I think it was more like making the team. You know, there were 4 people on the original team, so there has to be 4 people on this team.
I guess, but like each of the original Ghostbusters had a character.
Yeah.
Even Winston was like, he just wanted to get paid, and that was his character.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like how his motivation was at the ending of the Afterlife too. It's like, oh, I guess I can up my charges now. Save the world twice. I don't know. I still think people should see it. It's alright. It's nice. My mom and dad took me to see it. I don't know. I'm not gonna fucking defend it.
I liked the part where like the Ecto-1 had... that was just me being stupid. Where the Ecto-1 had like a gunner seat. I thought that was...
See, then I was like, did they have that in the original? I'm like, I don't think they had that in the original. No, but I couldn't remember.
But that's the thing, though. Make new ideas. Do something new with the Ghostbusters. It doesn't have to be...
I thought they had enough new stuff with it.
It doesn't have to be the ejaculation of everything that was in the... Why do they have to fight Gozer again? They beat him.
Because they didn't technically kill Gozer. They just sent him back.
Make a new bad guy. Make a new bad guy.
I mean, they made a new Slimer monster. It was blue.
It was literally just Slimer, though, except blue. What happened? Why did that happen?
Oh, I haven't been using my controller for so long.
Killed itself.
No! God damn it.
I guess you're playing now.
Nope. Now that I've ruined your flow, I haven't been playing for so long that the game was just like, oh yeah, that controller's still connected? Okay, just making sure. Oh my god. I don't know, I thought it was kind of nice that they fought Gozer again because it was like, we didn't actually beat him and...
I just would have liked to have seen something new.
I agree there, but at the same time I think that villain worked very well. A second time, at least. Because it felt like this is what could have happened, you know, if they weren't, you know, where they were, who they were, and had all this knowledge. You know. It's hard to talk about it without spoiling things.
I mean...
It's been out for long enough now, I don't really care, but it's...
Spoiler alert, the last 45 minutes is literally just the last scene of the original Ghostbusters movie, so if you've seen that, you already know what happens.
Nathan is so kind. I don't think you like new things, do you?
I do. No, that's the problem. I want new things. I want to see some new and interesting ideas. I don't want to see the same thing that I've seen that is still
I think Hollywood is just...
from 50 years ago.
I think Hollywood is just scared to try to do new ideas because they... Because, think about it. You know how many people went and saw that movie just because they saw that it was Ghostbusters?
Yeah, but that's the problem, though.
So they want those safe bets because no one wants to waste or, like, extend their money any further than they have to. Because there have been so many fucking flops this past, like, probably 5 years alone of just movies that came out that no one knew anything about or cared about. And then they were gone. Straight to DVD, as it were. The literal graveyard.
I just want new things.
Nathan, what would be your ideal movie? Like, give me like a theming or like a subject, something like that.
You know what genre I miss?
What's
Westerns.
That? I knew you were gonna fucking say westerns, you old man.
I like westerns. Everybody likes westerns. Nobody dislikes.
What about the Magnificent 8 or whatever? The new one.
Magnificent 7?
Yeah, I fucking knew it was 7, but I said 8.
Magnificent 7 is a remake of
an
old western.
I know! That's what I'm asking you. I'm saying, how did that one stack up for you?
It was not as good as the original, by the way, is considered one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah, I know, that's why they made it.
Which brings up the question of why it ever had to be remade. It was already what... Remake some movies that are dog shit and make them good. Don't remake the best movie ever made. No one is out there remaking Citizen Kane because there's no reason to. It's fine. It's fine. Leave it alone. Make something new.
God, he got so heated when I brought up that.
Quentin Tarantino, his 10th movie's coming out. It's going to be his last one, and then movies are going to be dead forever, and I'll have nothing to live for anymore.
Nothing?
Nothing. Movies
Oh,
are
dude,
my
I
life.
fucking love Django.
Every movie Quentin Tarantino makes is quality. But then he's quitting
That's 'cause he's
after
got, like, a
his
set-
one.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think people should be, like, mindlessly making movies like so many directors
No,
or
I
screenwriters
think-
are doing right now.
I have a lot of respect for that. He's like, I'm done after this, and that's fine. Except that there's nobody to fill his shoes, really.
Well, you don't like Michael Bay?
Michael Bay, no.
I'm fucking with you. He got good at Transformers and that was it. And then he, like, drug that shit to the ground with him. I don't think I've seen a single Michael Bay film after Transformers.
Even those movies, though, were like a headache.
Yeah, that's fair. Megan Fox was in them, though. And for
Got
a
weird
small boy...
thumbs.
What?
He's got weird thumbs. I don't know if I've talked to you about this before. And I've talked to a lot of people about her weird thumbs.
Please. I don't want to keep falling to my death, Nathan.
These levels are hard.
I know. We're talking about the one thing you've been the most heated about that I've seen in, like...
Movies,
forever.
I get passionate about movies because movies are like my biggest hobby, really. I watch movies more than I play games.
I'm the exact opposite.
I'm really excited for Elden Ring, but I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah! You secured a PS5!
I sure did.
For the channel! You're gonna give it to me, right?
I will bring it and we can play stuff.
No, dude, as soon as... Nathan texted us, like, I got a PS5, boys, and I was like, awesome, I can't wait to play with you on the channel. This was my immediate thought. Because I haven't even seen one on the shelves or anything.
Yeah, I'll bring it.
Did you get it from a store, or did you just, like, happen to walk by?
Yeah.
You just happen to walk by and like, oh shit, that's a PS5. Finally, the scalpers can stop having them forever. And driving up the price to like $1,000.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy that people feed them.
I mean, if you want one bad enough, you literally can't get one. You don't have a lot of choice.
No, I know, but I remember when they were coming out and some guy bought a literal pallet of them and like took a picture of them. It was like, haha, look what I got. Can't wait to just scam a bunch of fucking suckers. And then 2 hours later, his house was robbed. And literally the only thing they took was the pallet of PS5s.
Good. Screw that guy.
Yeah, that guy was... If you gloat about being a scalper, you're actual shit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand. I mean, I get it. You want to make money, but like, come on now.
Remember that guy who bought like when Amiibos first came out? That guy bought like all of them and burned, or like he like bought all the Rosalinas in the world and then burned all but like 100 and then sold them for like $500 a piece. Do you remember hearing
No,
that?
I don't remember that at all. What? This requires focus. Go backwards. Go forwards. No!
Oh, didn't quite make that one. Good thing I have to go all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah, thank God. This is like Mario Maker, dude. Jesus Christ.
You really should play the Ghostbusters game. It's very good.
That sounds like a 2022 series.
You should have played it for spooky season.
Well, I kind of already had spooky season patented down, but I mean, we could play it now and hold on to till spooky season. I'm all for being prepared 7 months in advance for something.
More than that.
Hey man, I don't know when this is coming out. I just say things.
guess
I definitely want Donkey Kong to end before the end of the year.
Well, we might, if I, don't suck.
If you
so
get your
bad.
fucking saddle on this goddamn giant ape, maybe we can get on with our lives.
I'm sorry. You feel free to take the controller from my hand.
No, because this controller's gonna be all sweaty because your hands are warm all the time. And then it's gonna throw me off my rhythm, man. I like Cusco.
So
I'll throw that old man out that fucking window.
Bad, and you're saying I have clammy hands.
Well, the second part's just a fact. The first part was more of like a trying to rally
I
you
don't
up.
even have clammy hands.
You do.
I do not.
Feel my controller right now and tell me it's sweaty.
Well, you're not.
I've been holding it the whole fucking time!
Mine's not particularly sweaty. I had really clammy hands in high school, but I don't know what they don't have.
Your hands also smelled of vanilla
I did.
and coffee. Do you know nightmares smell like Pepsi?
Do they?
Yeah. They taste like them, too. Small little rabbit told me that.
And Pepsi's a nightmare.
No, I do want to play Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man. Didn't I have a badass theme song?
Yeah, and then it's repeated over something that's a 3-hour experience, but it's actually easy to play in 30 minutes. And all you hear is Pepsi Man! Dish, 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 dish. I believe in you. This is your ninja origin story. You are going to be Hokage, Nathan. You're going the wrong way!
I am going the wrong way.
You. I called you Hokage!
I don't know what that means.
You're just a leader of a ninja village in an anime you'd never watched.
Oh.
Called Naruto.
I've heard of that one.
Nathan loves films, but he will never dive into anime, which is objectively some of the best stories I think I've ever seen. No, I'm not kidding. Most of the stories I've seen that I've considered superior are from animes. Just because Japanese people think like weirdos, and I like that. For example, Future Diaries is one of the best stories I've ever fucking, like, experienced in my life. Future Diaries.
Vampire Diaries?
No. Okay, so Future Diaries, this is the general concept. And this is for, I think I've talked about this maybe once before, but everybody who is looking for an anime recommendation, we've spent this entire fucking episode on this level, Nathan. And you talking about how Ghostbusters is shit.
No.
The new one.
Yes.
There you go. Anyway, Future Diaries is a anime. This is the general concept. This boy is a loner, okay, and he writes down everything he sees in the journal of his phone, in like his notes tab, right? Because he'd rather do that than talk to people. You can relate. He would rather just write what he sees down. He's called the Observer, okay? So one day, I should also preface this. He has like this he thinks is an imaginary friend / like god deity thing. And that deity is actually the god of time. It's not really like a heavy concept, it's just kind of like a driving factor for what happens next. But the time god has been the god of time ever since Earth originated, right? So now, he is tired and he's dying, so he needs to be replaced. So he decides to take this kid and 11 other participants who also keep diaries of varying lengths and varieties, and put them into a little, like, Hunger Games contest in Japan. Okay? So the rules of said contest are, if your phone breaks, you die, because your life is now attached to your phone or your journal. And his journal is the strongest journal there is because he writes down everything that he sees. Okay? He also apparently had a stalker the whole time, and she wrote down everything that he did. So those two become a pair and like a really weird power couple, right? And then it just evolves from there, and it's the most fucking crazy-ass story I've ever seen in my life. You would love it. Also, there's a small child penis in it. For literally no...
Small child penis.
No, that's exactly why I told you, because I know you'd love that.
It sounds like a more complicated version of Mord by Terry Pratchett. Are you familiar with
I have
Discworld?
never heard of that ever. Discworld, no.
Okay, well
We're fighting the boss in this episode, I don't give a fuck.
Do you read? Like,
Do I read? No,
read
Nathan.
books for fun at all?
Usually they're lore stories or something. Like extensions of universes or graphic novels.
Well,
nothing incredibly heavy.
No, Terry Pratchett is not incredibly heavy. I am assuming that you are, generally speaking, a fan of high fantasy.
I mean, I'm more of a fan of fantasy than I am sci-fi.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to read stories that are not based in our reality than...
Yeah. Well, Discworld is a high fantasy setting.
Cyberpunk?
But it's they're comedy. They're like funny books. I think you really like them, and I suggest them. But more is a story of how Death wants to retire, and so he takes on an apprentice
Okay.
Which is just this regular guy named Mort. And that's, I mean, obviously more happens in the book, but it sounds like kind of a similar concept.
Yeah, well, the time, yeah, I mean, and in future diaries, it doesn't really, the story is not heavily based on just, you know, okay, the time god's dying. It's more about the contest. But there's a lot of drama and shit that happens after the death of the Time Lord. So, it's really cool.
Yeah, Death doesn't die, he just wants to retire. Or he like wants to go on vacation or something, so he takes on it. I think you really like this, bro.
No,
they also have movies, but
movies don't do certain stories justice. I literally think though, if you ever want to watch an anime with me, if you ever finally like soak your stones and decide, okay, it's time, I would love to make you watch that one. It's 25 episodes long, roughly, and it does not end happily. I will say that. It's got to be the most gut-wrenching anime I think I've ever watched. And it's one that not a lot of people know about, but it is definitely my favorite. My favorite ever. Now, let's talk about pieces of shit. Trolls 2.
Troll 2 is a fine film.
No, it's not. You're fucking lying. Oh, look at you. You figured it out. You can use the watermelon to blow up the polar bear.
Troll 2 is notoriously bad movie.
Troll 2 sucks ass. Why is he purple?
Because he's getting angry that we're beating him.
I literally realized in this episode that I can shoot peanuts while I'm on your back, so that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, you invite. Oh, he's purple because he keeps falling into grape juice.
Well, yeah, that's what I figured. I wanted you to tell me that, though, so to make you look really smart.
No, it's just also just because we're in his second phase of the boss fight.
Nah, dude, he's soaked. Look at him. He doesn't know what to do. What happens when he's a purple polar bear? Does he become one of those things that only small children can say? Purple puppies and their pubescent penises?
You said it, you're not a small child.
Are you sure?
I'm confident.
Well, I might not be small, but I am a child. Where it counts, anyway.
Was it your child's penis in that anime?
No, it's really weird. There's really no reason why that kid's penis is in that anime, like, whatsoever. Because it's literally like... Have you ever drawn, like, a really shitty hoop? That's what it is.
Hoop?
Yeah. It's like half of a hoop. It's like a really shitty long U.
No.
It's like for no fucking... There's no definition on it whatsoever, and there's no fucking real reason why it's there, but it's just there. And it sucks because that small child was one of the diary users. And his diary was literally 3 drawn pictures a day. So his diary was the fucking shittiest diary there is. So he'd like read through his little like paper book drawings. Be like, what's gonna happen today? He's like, oh, I die. I better prevent that from happening. It's so funny. Poor kid. This guy's smart. He's using ice now. His literal element. Why are my peanuts doing anything? I'm upset. I'm upset, Nathan. Make him stop.
Sorry. Oh my goodness, he juked me out.
He did. That one was fast. When's his head gonna be purple? I'm trying to look at his fucking stupid white face.
Oh, you jackass.
Where's Jonah Hill's Ku Klux Klan member when we need him?
Oh, speaking of, since you've been ragging on all the movies I've shown you, not involved with Jonah Hill really, but Food Fight is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
What is it?
Not Food Fight. What's that? Food Party? What's that movie called?
Oh, Sausage Party. I made him watch Sausage Party. That was funny as shit.
Awful. Good grief.
I don't know. I don't think it's awful. It's definitely not a good movie.
I don't think I've ever laughed less in my life.
Yeah, no, actually, now that I remember that correctly, you were, like, wincing the whole time. Oh. Oh, this stupid fucking polar bear needs to die.
It was non-medieval.
Go drink your Coke, you fucking asshole!
Oh, he's changing things up on me.
No, that's what he does. He's a polar bear, man. He wants to die. That was just like a free miss. This guy doesn't think smart, does he? He's disoriented by all my
Big
peanuts.
dumb bear.
He's a big stupid bear. Go drink your Coke. You've murdered me, Nathan. Oh God. Did we punch him?
That doesn't do anything.
You lying.
I'm not lying.
There's new figurines in the shop, Nathan.
New figurines.
There's new figurines. Any excuse to touch you. I kept hitting his shoulder.
Ladies say all the time.
I'm sure they do, Nathan. I'm sure they do.
I've never been touched by a woman, or really anyone in general, except you just now. Don't touch me.
Don't complain about it, bitch.
I wasn't complaining. I was stating.
Alright, everybody, I'm just gonna do it for this fucking episode. This is the last world, though, right? Because this is the ice one. Yeah, because there's our home!
Except the secret world at the end.
I don't like that Donkey Kong's looking at us like that. He looks like he's about to commit a war crime.
He wants your hot body.
Well, Dixie Kong is in that barrel with him. Are you sure he doesn't have a boner?
Nice. There's an episode of the TV show about that.
The golden banana one?
I think it is that one. I think it,
God.
yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, on that note, I'm gonna fucking hide in a corner. Bye!
Goodbye.